Are you over 50 and looking for a fresh new start? Whether it's a new lifestyle, a healthy way of living, or just a change in scenery, Sedona, Arizona might be exactly what you're looking for. I'm Cami, and you have landed on the LIVIN in Sedona channel, and today I'm giving you the top reasons why people restart or start over in Sedona, Arizona. From outdoor living to outdoor recreation to reinventing yourself and personal spiritual growth, we have a lot to cover, so we're getting started right now. So today I'm giving you the top reasons why people are choosing to start over in Sedona. And I have to tell you, if you don't know and you've been watching me for a little bit, you might know, last week I turned 50. And so I really have been thinking a lot about this, and that's really what inspired the video today, the topic that we're going to be discussing of 50 and over and starting over in Sedona, Arizona. So some of these I can definitely relate to, and I was thinking as my audience, you probably could too. And so I wanted to do a video and share with you my thoughts on this topic. Number one, I think would be maybe not the first choice, but it's on the list, transitioning to a healthier lifestyle. Sedona really makes it easy to live a healthy life. Now, I'm not talking about getting fit. I'm not talking about the physical exercise and, being disciplined to have that in your life. Although that is important, and Sedona certainly offers a wide variety of ways to be physically active indoors and outdoors. It also provides a healthy way of living. For instance, we have a lot of different options that you can think about or be encouraged to explore for a healthy way of living. Like, we have many natural grocery stores, so natural grocers and Whole Foods. We have several apothecaries here. We have several naturopathic stores and healthcare disciplines that approach, healthy living and holistic way of living for your healthcare maintenance. We also have a lot of restaurants that offer, vegan only, gluten-free. They're very focused on that. And so I just think that outside of the normal physical activity, Sedona, offers a lot of other ways for you to not only get healthy, but stay healthy. So I think that inspires a lot of people here. Number two is embracing a slower, more intentional life. And I kind of chuckle at this one. I'll tell you why in a minute. Well, here's really why. Some of you may not know this, but the residents of Sedona actually have another name for Sedona. It's called Slowdona. It's sort of like island time. You know what I'm talking about. Everybody on the island, just laid back, reggae, doing what they need to do when they want to do it. There's not like a schedule. There's not like a hustle and bustle about it. It's just when I get to it, I get to it. And so that's sort of how it is here in Sedona. And so if you have visited here, or if you're choosing to, thinking about relocating here, I would just encourage you to be prepared for the slowness of Sedona, which is not always a bad thing. We are inundated, I think, right now with just the hustle and bustle of life and the busyness of life. And I think it's definitely important. Maybe you get to that 50 mark and you realize what's really important. I think that we're so busy that we really miss the blessings of what slowing down can actually give to us. Whether it's, enjoying a really peaceful morning, whether it's, enjoying the beautiful, beautiful sunsets that we have here. I just have never seen anything quite like them. They are just certainly beautiful, and it's a blessing. And so I just think that Sedona, or Slowdona, has a way of making us slow down and really enjoy the little blessings that life has to offer us. Number 3 is rediscovering creativity and passion within yourself. Sedona certainly is a place that ignites the creativity within us, and it gives us a passion and the courage to live with purpose instead of living paycheck to paycheck. Did you catch that? Sedona helps us have the courage and passion to pursue the purpose of life instead of the paycheck. I see this in a couple ways here. The first one being that we have several organizations in Sedona. They help people who are trying to, maybe grow a business, start a business, really be an entrepreneur, and they've had that journey and they've been successful at it. And so the way they're giving back is giving free advice on how you, if you were to come to them, how they could help you with your journey. And I just think that's really cool. That's a passion of theirs to help others and to give back and to see other people succeed in their entrepreneurial journey. So that's one way. The second way, obviously, is the arts. We all know, if you've ever been to Sedona, that it is definitely an art center. Whether your passion is painting, writing, sculpting, photography, music, Sedona has it. And it definitely, you can use that passion to create. It just gives you that space to create those great things that you've got in your mind that you've got to get out on canvas or on paper or in the form of a sculpture. And so Sedona is the perfect place to find that inspiration and honestly connect with other creative people, which leads me to the next one, which is building a new social community. I think this is so important, especially if you're choosing to move away from your comfort zone, maybe move away from family and friends. And so it's really important for you to find a connection within the community that you're moving to. And I think that's pretty easy to do in Sedona because there's so much that you can pick from. It's just full of opportunities to meet people that not only are like-minded with what you like, but interestingly, I guarantee this, I just can guarantee you this is going to happen if you move here, especially if you're going through a hard time in your life or you're going through something really specific. You are going to meet people that are going through the exact same thing. When I moved here, I kid you not, within the first 2 months, I met 4 women that were going through the exact same experience that I was within my family. And it's just the strangest thing. I just guarantee you that you will meet people that are going through the same journey that you are, and that's not an accident. You guys are put in each other's track to meet and to help each other and to support each other, to become each other's new community. And so I'm just telling you, I've seen it happen way too many times here, and it'll happen. So I just want to say, I've seen some posts on social media about not having that sense of community, and I just thought, you know what, you have got to be living under a rock if you cannot find a community, because there's just so much here that you can get into. Into. I mean, pick a club. If we don't have it, then that's your invitation to make a club. I mean, we've got so many clubs, but we don't got it. You create it. People will come. Downsizing and simplifying life. This one is a big one. Now, please don't underestimate me or misunderstand me. There are lots of large luxury homes in Sedona. I mean, if you're looking at the market, you're probably seeing the $2 to $5 million luxury homes that are out there. And they're here, they're everywhere, right? But they're also filled with a lot of stuff that people don't need. And that's something that I really noticed about myself when we packed up and left Ohio. We didn't even pack up, we sold everything. I mean, the only thing we kept was our beds and 2 chairs. So, I just have noticed since I've lived here that I don't really desire to be indoors. So the stuff I have indoors is just not important. I just love being out in nature and being out in the community that I want like a really small house. I don't need a lot of space. I don't want to clean it anymore. And so it's something that a lot of people, you know, I guess maybe it's when you turn 50, you just think differently. Like that stuff's just not important anymore. And so Sedona offers that simplistic life that a lot of people are looking for when you just don't need to crowd it with stuff. You're not going to take it with you anyway when you die, so why do you need to accumulate it? And you know what, your kids don't want to have to deal with it. So I'm trying to tell my mom, clean out your house so I don't have to. The last one is the biggest one, and I think this is really why most people not only move here but come to visit here, which is the spiritual growth, personal healing, transformation. You've heard me say several times that Sedona is a very spiritual place that inspires those things. And whether you're going through, you know, a huge life transition or a huge event, maybe you have some healing that you've got to, you know, work through from a past experience in your life, or maybe you're just looking for rest and healing and just like a reset. You know, Sedona is a really good place for that to happen, a good place for healing and reflection to occur. And you need to do that in order to make a fresh start so you can move forward into moving forward, you know, not staying stuck in a place that is not good for you. And so I definitely think that is probably the top reason that people not only move to Sedona, but also visit Sedona. So I've kind of given you a lot of information. Hopefully it was helpful for you, but Sedona is a very beautiful place to restart, get a fresh look on things, and rediscover yourself. And if you are thinking about, you know, making a move or even visiting, if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer any questions that you have, help you in any way that I can. And, you know, Sedona's not for everyone, and I understand that. And so if you need to just have a chat with me about certain questions, feel free to reach out and let's connect and talk about the questions that you do have. But I am interested in knowing that if any of these things resonated with you. So if you could, in the comments, let me know what is the one thing about Sedona that inspires you to want to move here. That would be a great conversation to have and see if we're all on the right track, or maybe I'm missing something. I don't know. But anyway, like, subscribe, and share. Make it a great day at Living in Sedona, and I'll see you next week.